Welcome to geography class. Today we are going to start topic soil. It is from chapter 1 geography class 10th resources and development. First we will discuss about the meaning of soil. It is an important and renewable resource. It is upper part of crust which is loose and fragmented. So we can say upper layer of earth surface is known as soil. It has air, water and mineral content and it support growth of plant. Bacteria and other small organisms are also found in the soil which make it more fertile. So soil consists of two types of minerals or material, organic as well as inorganic. So soil, uppermost layer of earth is known as soil. Soil consists of sand, clay, organic matter. Organic matter is known as humus and bacteria. Soil is formed by process of weathering and deposition. So soil can be formed by two processes. First is weathering and second is deposition. There are different types of soil: alluvial soil, red soil, black soil, laterite soil, desert soil and forest soil. We will discuss it one by one. But before this, we will discuss about the factors affecting soil formation. First and most important factor is parent rock. Nature of parent rock. It determines the color, texture and mineral content in soil. Second is climate. There are two major components of climate, that is rainfall and temperature. It determines rate of weathering and erosion of rocks. Third one is topography. On higher land, thin layer of soil is found, while in the lower valley, thick deposition of alluvium is found. Next is vegetation, that add the organic matter, that is known as humus, to the soil. Time. Older soils are generally, there are three types of soil: older, younger and mature. Mature soil are better than younger soil. Next we will discuss about alluvial soil. What is alluvial soil? It is most fertile and widely spread soil, and it is formed by deposition of sediments brought down by Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra river. And it is found in the river valley of Ganga, Yamuna, Indus and Brahmaputra. This soil has been formed by deposition of sediments. This soil is found in Punjab up to Assam, and it is found along the coastal areas also. These soils are porous soil near the mountain foothills. Last point of mountain, that is foothills, where plains are started. So that is known as mountain foothill. Duar, Chos and Tarai. There are three parts of this soil. In hilly area, Duar, Chos and Tarai. In the plain area, there are two types of soils. Some soils are alluvial soils are young and some alluvial soils are old. Old alluvial soil is known as Bangar. New alluvial soil is known as Khadar. Khadar is comparatively more fertile, and that classification is according to time. This soil is ideal for agriculture of rice, wheat, sugarcane, pulses and many other crops. Next soil is black soil. This soil is formed by weathering of lava rocks. It is known as regal soil as well as cotton soil. It looks black due to presence of magnesium in it, and it is mainly found in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, that is jointly known as Deccan Trap. Black soil has high capacity to hold moisture, and it is best suited for the cultivation of cotton. So it is also known as black cotton soil. And there is one problem in this soil: it becomes sticky when it is wet and develop cracks when it is dry. And one important feature of this soil is deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus and organic material. Next soil is red soil. Red soil develops on crystalline igneous rocks in areas of low rainfall in eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. That is deficient in lime, phosphate and magnesium. This soil has red color due to iron crystals, and texture is sandy to clay. And this soil is good for wheat, cotton and pulses. Next soil we will discuss about laterite soil. Laterite has been derived from the Latin word later, which means brick. This soil become very hard like brick. That's why its name is laterite. Laterite soil develop in area with high temperature and heavy rainfall. This soil is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rainfall. Leaching means when the upper layer of soil is washed away, that is leaching. This soil is deficient in potassium and nitrogen and found in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and we can grow crops like tea and coffee after proper irrigation in these areas. Next important soil is arid soil. Arid soil ranges from red to brown in color, means dark red, light brown, red, dark brown, and they are generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. This soil lack of moisture and humus, and that is found in western Rajasthan. And last soil is forest soil, that is found in forest area where sufficient rainfall is available, and they are loamy and sandy in valley side and coarse grained in upper slopes. In mountainous regions, some areas are snow covered areas. In these areas, these soils are acidic with low humus content, and in the lower valleys these soils are fertile. Now next topic is soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Removal of topsoil from place to another by natural agent is called soil erosion. All of you are aware about this erosion, and it is caused by two main agents. First is running water, means river, and second is wind. Next reason which is responsible for soil erosion is deforestation or overgrazing, and next is wrong agricultural practices. Wrong agricultural practices means plowing land parallel to the slope. Next is gully erosion. Gully erosion due to very high flow of river water. Sometimes water cuts the soil in deep gullies and soil become unfit for agriculture. That is known as gully erosion. And sheet erosion, when the upper layer of soil is washed away by water, that is known as sheet erosion. So these are responsible for soil erosion. Now there are some methods of soil conservation. How can we conserve the soil? First is afforestation, planting trees on degraded land. Next, contour plowing in hilly area, terrace farming, strip cropping and shelter belts. Here we finish our topic. Thank you and have a nice day.